think we can start. Can you hear me?
And me, maybe.
You got to be on this side, Sam. You
Do
gotta
I?
face that way.
Oh.
See?
Oh. We didn't sweep.
That's okay.
That's just more.
What's that? What is that?
It's glitter.
Like giant.
You just put your hand on it. You don't even, that could have been lying. You don't know what that is.
Look at it. I didn't look dangerous.
So we start the stream and she just picks up something random off the floor, doesn't look at it.
It doesn't look dangerous. It's shiny. Like.
Sometimes shiny things are dangerous.
Yeah,
That's the lesson of the day. First part of the stream. So anyway, we're with Sam and Nora.
I'm behind this giant light.
But you can step out this way.
I did.
So, going to be talking camera basics. Sam's going to shoot some pictures of Nora, then I'm going to shoot some pictures of Nora, and nothing's going to fall on you. If that falls on you, there's like some superstitious stuff.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
very concerned if the ceiling falls.
Don't say
No.
that. If the ceiling's not going to fall, nothing's going to fall.
So many things
The
fall
gray
during
roll in the
quarantine.
back just falls on her. Because I already
Don't
did.
do that. Don't do that.
I'm like, I did that
That's a
first.
curve.
Like, do not tag me on Facebook is like people from what's it called?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Gotcha. We won't do it. Anyway, so you're gonna have to do this too. You're gonna have to take a lighting test.
Okay.
So basically, I'm gonna do this for my camera, my flash.
Yeah, go for it.
You're gonna want to see, but the thing is, what is your f-stop right now?
F-stop is 7.1.
Okay, so you're gonna be close. You're gonna be really close, because you need to be a little hotter than I am because of the sensor size.
Okay.
So basically, we want to talk about the exposure triangle. What's the exposure triangle?
What is this?
Oh no, not the HDMI. Let's take a light test real quick. Put this up by you. How are you in school for?
I don't know.
What are you in school for?
I'm in
Nothing.
school for
She's in school for
studio art
nothing.
right now because they don't have a program for
She's in school
set
for
design.
nothing. She's in school for nothing. She's taking photography classes. Don't know what the exposure triangle is.
Photography 1.
She's at like photography half. She ain't hit the one yet.
Yeah, exactly. We bully each other all the time. Don't worry.
No,
I'll
she's
hurt his feelings.
She is fine.
Plenty of times.
Sam is fine.
Yeah.
Any other? If I get
Not anyone else.
Yeah.
That would be inappropriate with anyone else, not me.
if I give another model as much shit as I give Sam, there's a problem.
Yeah, they would not come back
Sam
here.
is like the models are here, and then Sam's on her own little list on the corner because she gives it right back.
Yep.
Anyway, you don't know what the exposure triangle is.
No, I don't know what that is.
So, it's ISO. You know what ISO is?
Yes.
F-stop.
Yes.
Right. Shutter speed.
Yes.
So, it's going to change throughout different, uses. But in studio, it's kind of static for me. I'm going to shoot with 8 f-stop because I want to get I don't really care if there's no texture in the wall. I just need to get her all in focus. So I'm going to shoot with an 8. This light meter, so you're going to be a little bit different because you're a crop sensor, but I'm shooting at 250 shutter speed and 100 ISO. And how this works is I walk up to Nora, I flash that, see my f-stop?
Yes.
Now, whatever your f-stop is, what you want to shoot, you're going to want to adjust the light to that.
So make it
Well,
that,
you probably want to go a little bit brighter. You might want to go to like a 7 or maybe a 6.3 because of the crop sensor, right? I can let more light in than you. So take a shot, see what it looks like, and then while you're shooting, we're going to talk about how this all works. Don't give her all the good looks either.
Like, go ahead.
Just like stare at the camera.
Look at that gaze. She should have been in the horror movie, but she wasn't. I'm just kidding. How's it look?
I
It
like
is
didn't
looking
even.
alright.
Okay, so for me, at least this week,
Oh,
it feels like one day, if that makes sense.
So I'm going to turn. Yeah, I just saw it was down. Let's get your lighting right. How's it looking now? Still look a little bright.
is it? So should I change
So
my
right
f-stop?
here, you got an exposure meter built into your camera. That's what that is. That's telling you you're 2
Oh.
stops underexposed, -2. So you either want to bring your ISO up. I would bring your ISO up just a little. It's probably right there. Yep. Bring it up. Keep going. You probably want to go up to like 600.
Goes to
640.
640.
That's fine. What are you at now? Now you're only 1 stop underexposed. Now you can bring your shutter speed up just a little bit, but not a lot. They'll bring it up to like 160. Other direction, you're bringing it. I wouldn't go that. I would go right there.
Yeah,
160.
160.
Yep. So now you're only 0.3 underexposed. So now you're going to be super close to exposed photo.
1.3.
Okay, so bring your ISO up just a little bit more. Don't go up too far, maybe 1,000. Because we're going to talk about why that is. All right, now look at her. Now you're only right underneath fully exposed. So take a picture, see what it looks like.
Yeah.
It must be, it was super bright.
Yeah, we could barely see you.
Because I think oh, that's why you got to turn this off first. That's why. So now you want to make this. You can still see her. See that? That's why. You can technically still see her because you can find her.
Yeah, that
which is kind of
has
crazy.
blocked her face.
It-
Little thing.
I'm always wearing some sort of red.
No, it's trying to track your face.
Yeah, it's tracking your face.
Where is your shutter off? Nope, that's your aperture.
Shutter is the style.
Oh, you just turn it.
Yep.
That's your ISO. No, that's your shutter. Okay, okay.
ISO, you have to press that to do that.
I'm not used to this camera. Okay, so
So nada.
now you should be able to turn this on. And still a little hot. So we can bring. Oh, here's the problem. Can you hold that? Go ahead. You see like the lighting, this lightning button?
Yes.
Just press that. That's going to be super bright. So let's bring it. We're going to have to bring the power down on this light. I didn't know you turned it up. Or maybe I turned it up.
I do not know. I might have on accident.
You're going to have to change your white balance too. Your white balance is a little off.
Do we need the cards?
Yeah, we'll do it with the cards. We'll talk about that in another time. Let's see how mine look. See what those changes. Oh, that shouldn't have got moved. Why didn't this work? There we go. Power. Now mine's going to be a little bit brighter because we're adjusting for yours. Let's see what mine looks like. That's not too bad. We can take that. We can work with that. I got to fix my whatchamacallit's a little off. My leveler. Okay, so if you take a picture, we should be good. I take a picture, then we'll talk about what we just did. You looking all right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I don't know how to set auto white balance or set post white balance on that. Do you know how to do that on a crop sensor? How to adjust white balance to this? I never had to do it.
Sheesh.
It's somewhere in your white balance settings. I don't know how to do it on a crop sensor.
Actually, I don't know how to use the targets, but I know how to go in and manually adjust the white balance.
You might want to try it because there's just a little off. So basically, since she's using a crop sensor,
Oh, my hair. Oh my god.
don't die, Sam. Since she's using a crop sensor, she's letting in a different light than a full frame. My full frame's a lot more sensitive to light than hers. So what we did is we adjusted it to hers, and then we're going to change the light and then fix mine.
Actually, I found it.
Yeah.
So you just would tap right there in the middle, I'm assuming, and it should capture it. Did you see where I went to get that?
Not
Go ahead and try it.
the
I just want to
first
see if it
little
works
thing you
now.
did.
And then we'll talk about, so now we're getting color balance.
So you hit your function button, white balance. Click
In front
there,
yet?
Then custom
and
it.
then, yeah, it's under. Well,
Promise?
you have to scroll through these.
You're lying.
Mhm.
Fine. So the one that's
I am.
custom. Click there.
Are you?
All right.
No.
Hold it up, Tom. And then you should.
Why am I holding it? You should be holding it.
It's a mug shot.
Set for you.
Isn't this
You made it super bright.
Well, I guess we have to readjust.
So, go ahead and click out of that. Click your shutter. That should take you out of it.
No.
Now take a picture of her. 'Cause that was a little bit bright. Okay, maybe it was just that shot. Maybe it was just bright because I had to adjust. I've never done that. Like adjusted the color balance like in the camera. I always do it right here. So, I'm going to, oh, it's a little bit difficult. Okay, hold that. Perfect. I'm just going to go in here and do it here.
Mm.
See, for mine, I just got to go here, click that, and it'll change it.
I see.
Thank you, Nora. Okay, so let's talk about the exposure triangle. You can get some shots.
Like now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I was like, what?
So basically, we had to change 3 things, right? For everything. Video, photo, any kind of camera shot. You're looking at ISO, you're looking at shutter speed, you're looking at aperture. Now, for the studio, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to, because she's like right there.
Oh, am I right?
No, you're good, you're good. Get your shot. I'll just stand over here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Right there. That's perfect. Look at that. So, ISO, shutter speed, aperture. In a studio, when we're using artificial light, we want to expose for no light. So basically, my camera settings are 100 ISO, and the reason I do 100 ISO is it's called the base ISO, which is the lowest ISO you could go in a camera. Now, some go to 50. Mine actually goes to 50, but it's kind of ridiculous. The lowest amount of ISO, you're going to get less light, but you're also going to introduce less noise into the photo because it increases the sensitivity of your lens, or your sensor, sorry. So you can increase the ISO and it's going to let in more light, but the more ISO or the higher ISO number that you let in, the more noise. And you might be able to fix that in post, or it's going to look really bad and you're not going to be able to fix it in post. You can use like a noise reducer or something like that. Now shutter speed, which we have a lot of leeway here because Nora's not really moving. Now, as long as Sam's not moving, if Sam were on a tripod, she could probably go down, which you can use my little tripod there if you want.
Oh, there's an extra. Sweet.
It's going to cost you rental fee. But anyway, so if you're not moving around, you could actually turn your shutter speed down a little lower than by holding it, but you don't want to move your camera much, especially when you get in like the 100 range. Normally, for a portrait, I'm at 250 just because that's where the highest point most strobes go, unless you have high-speed sync, because I'm not allowing any light. But 160 to 250 is usually what we use for portraits. Now, if you're trying to do what they call long exposure, which we have to do a whole entire stream on that. I don't know how we're going to do it without introducing tons of extra light, but maybe we'll do it outside. Maybe we'll do it on a cell phone, do it outside. Or we'll shoot a video of it because it's a little bit easier. So basically, you turn your shutter speed super slow down to seconds, where it's open for a long amount of time, lets a lot of light in, then you get, a nice little, that's how you get like the real nice silky water in the sky and such. The other opposite is high shutter speed, which is for like athletes, or if you're doing somebody running or a fast animal, you turn your shutter speed up super high. Now, like I said, Nora's not really moving too much, so we're going to be right now 160 to 250 range.
How do you make it
You got it
portrait?
right here. Oh, so
'Cause
basically,
the little node is
yes.
there.
So what you do?
Just flip it.
Yep. Is you flip this way. Put this here. Now you can go.
Nice.
So, anyway, shutter speed, faster, which we could do something on that. Probably, that'd be a whole nother video. Like to go into detail, but basically, the more your subject is moving, the faster the shutter you need it to be able to capture them frozen in time. Now, aperture, that's where we're letting light into the lens, right? Now, if you're at a high f-stop, like 11, you're not going to let a lot of light in. You're really starting to close the lens, but you get more focus. Now, if you're outside, and basically, I wonder if we probably do a couple shots with Nora like holding something. maybe like, I don't know how we're going to do it with the flash, but so maybe we'll do it continuous. So basically, like, if you're holding an apple,
Just testing.
like, and you want to get just the apple, you would allow a lot of light.
You're
you go down
fine.
to like
I was just
2.8,
testing it.
1.4. That's going to really get the apple in focus, but my face won't be as in focus. Now, if you go down to f11, you're going to lose a lot of light, but all of us will be in focus. Now, how the exposure triangle works is you have to make all these settings work together to get the perfect exposure for the shot that you need. So basically, right, if you need to get the tight shot of the apple, but you don't want the person, you're losing light. If you're on a tripod, you could turn up your shutter, right? Because you're not moving, and turning down your shutter, make the exposure longer will allow more light in. So you can work it that way, right? Or you could bring up your ISO. I wouldn't do it a ton, especially if you're trying to do a tight shot because you're going to introduce, more noise, but you could do that. So right now, it looks like Sam's shooting pretty low.
Yep.
How the photo's coming out?
You tell
I wish we
me.
could get an extra way to feed other cameras into capture. I don't know how we could do that.
I just like the way you just scratched her armpit on live.
Well, people got to do things. See, this is what I get with her. This is why Sam is on another list.
You were caught on 4K. I mean,
We're down 1080. We're down. Yeah, get Sam on here.
I'm just down here doing my own thing. Hi.
Hi.
But yeah, they're coming out well.
I guess Nora will be the judge of that. What's your settings you're running at right now?
It looks like the stop is at 5, ISO at 2. What is the other thing? It says that I'm 2 off of the exposure.
Yeah, because that's your in-camera settings, right?
Yeah.
So you don't expose for this light. So your camera sensor is looking at all these lights and saying you're underexposed. It's not accounting for this.
That one, okay.
Right? So that's why we adjust our shutter, our aperture, and ISO without the light on. Right? Because you notice when you turn this off, that's what it's exposing for.
Mm-hmm.
So when you turn this on, and what you can't see is like when you turn the trigger on, everything gets brighter because now it's saying, hey, I have a light source. Because this wirelessly is talking to this.
Continue.
And we're running it. What is it?
Slowly continue to take a shot. Nothing.
What?
Nothing. She was caught off guard.
I was like this.
Don't fall. Don't fall.
I've done that.
I know.
I did it at a creator studio, and you know those big ass metal stools? I was sitting like this, and I went.
Oh no.
Can't be doing that. That's why we don't give models stools.
Not anymore.
Oh, we still do. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway.
From our chair privileges, damn.
Do you want a chair?
No.
Like, how do
What
you
are you
think I'm sitting
complaining
on the
for?
ground?
You want this stool? You want our new stool?
We can do it later.
You want this new stool? We haven't even shot in it yet.
Is that a new stool? Congratulations.
We're moving
Which
up.
one?
This one.
Oh, the metal one right there?
No, the other stool that's right here.
There's the gray one behind it.
That's not a stool. That's a chair. That thing goes up and down. That's Luz's chair.
Okay, yeah.
Don't use Luz's chair.
This is getting
We are not losing your chair, Luz. We're not using it. So we're in a corner. She's gonna get mad. You'll feel her anger come through the monitor. You all seen happy Luz. You ain't seen mad Luz. That's a whole nother Luz.
I haven't seen
It's
this
true.
actually.
You never met Luz yet?
No, the thing is, I know so many models in Columbus, but we like only communicate through like Instagram comments. Like Maddie, like we have never seen each other.
You never met Maddie either?
No.
She's coming down first weekend of May.
Maddie's so sweet.
So if you're in town,
She's not here?
she doesn't live here, no.
Oh.
She drives down.
Oh wow.
She lives what? Like Lima, right?
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
Yeah, she drives.
Wow. That's far.
So she drives down here to shoot.
That's wild.
So she'll be here first weekend of May. I don't know what day she's supposed to let me know.
Just like Honda.
But anyway, so differences in the crop sensor, obviously, as we always have to deal with, is that they expose light differently because of the crop. The magnification on the lens crops in tighter. The light's a little bit more sensitive to that than than the full frame. That's Super 35, right? Super 35 millimeter. It's not even really a true Super 35 millimeter. I don't know how they get away with calling it that. Because if that's the case, why is that not just like a Super 35 in a I know you got 15 stops of dynamic range, but you really getting that much milk out of that? Anyway, I digress. But, so she has to adjust her camera settings a little bit different. So what we did is we adjusted it to the light to properly expose Nora, and then I'll work around her. Because I have a lot more flexibility with a full frame than a crop sensor. Are you getting all that in focus? Oh, that is a pretty wide lens. You got any new lenses for that yet?
No.
You're still using that same old lens?
The same one, yeah.
I said, you sound like my instructor with my headset. I bought a $90 headset just so I could paint it. I have cherries on it.
Oh.
But like, I'm supposed to spend like $1,000 for a headset. I'm not doing that.
Who spends
If you could
$1,000
save,
on a
do it.
headset?
For a headset, I mean, yes, I can't hear, but I like the cherries, so.
Yeah.
I don't know what y'all talking about now.
I mean, go
Don't do
for
it.
it.
No, you don't get that shot. That's my shot.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I'm really not trying to go to the hospital for that. Yeah.
God.
Like, it got a lot of views on TikTok, the original one, and the nurses already knew. They saw me. They saw me bust my leg on
Oh
TikTok.
no.
My TikTok's been doing so good for some reason.
Because you're busting your ass on TikTok.
I got stuck on a door.
That's what we need to do.
You got stuck on a door?
Yeah,
I
was
guess.
Like, you know the
We
trend where
we
you, like,
can't
go on a door?
we can't dance. Well, you can dance all right.
I think, is
but
it
we
like
ain't
when
gonna,
you're like
nobody's
over
gonna tune in to watch
head of
us
it, like,
dance.
yeah.
You say, hey, get Justin dancing on the TikTok.
I could run your
Why don't you do
TikTok
anything?
for you.
You don't want to do that.
Why not?
I don't have nothing to put on it.
You could be putting this on there right now.
I'm running a stream here.
You need another person to run your TikTok.
I need another person to run my TikTok. If you're listening.
You gotta get like 1,000 followers to go live though.
Yeah, that's the only thing with TikTok.
You got, hold on, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
It's
like
not too
I got
hard
like
though,
30.
honestly, to get there.
I have 30.
I got like 200 followers over like this week, and I started at 40.
That's zero.
And I don't know anyone.
I have 30.
Except random people from Columbus have like started to find my TikTok, and it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they do that. I had like family friends on mine, and I'm just like, why? First of all, my
you on
TikToks
TikTok?
are
No.
just
You
dumb
don't get on
stuff. And I'm
TikTok?
like, why are you watching this? Go away.
No, and like the thing is, like in public, they'll be like, "I saw your TikTok. You were on a door."
So you want to bring up
And you
that
got stuck.
picture?
I like to watch.
You like to watch? That's why they call it TikTok. You just
watch
waste your life.
TikTok?
You don't know your mother watches TikTok? What kind of relationship you have with your
I
mother?
didn't want to know that.
She gonna watch. She watching your TikToks. Ooh,
God.
don't you? You be like, what's Nora doing?
I'm
Woo!
gonna get a bedtime now.
God.
Most of my TikToks are made at like 3 in the morning, and I just, oh my god.
Yeah, she
It's the best time to
texted
do
me.
it, though.
She hit me up. She's like, if you want to get popular, you got to post at 5 o'clock. I said, I'm not waking up at 5 o'clock and post it on TikTok.
That's nuts.
I'm trying to see. There's a few different things you need to do with TikTok to make it go viral, like portrait mode.
So basically,
Popular audio.
in popular audio, yes.
are you bringing this one up in the picture?
Trends.
Yeah, I can.
It doesn't matter. I don't even need to be on
Find
it.
your people. All of my aviation videos get a lot more than like.
All right, so basically we're showing a chart that kind of help explains this.
You're behind where I have it. I can move it if you're gonna stay there.
Oh, I don't care. You want me to go over here?
Yeah, perfect.
Over here? Over here?
These shoes are.
Over here? Right here. So basically you're looking at a chart that you should probably go download that kind of explains that Sam should probably download because
Probably.
she's learning.
Yeah.
Basically that shows the different types of like what you're going to get with different settings. Now obviously these all marry together. Now the first one line is basically like shutter speed. It shows like 1,000 shutter speed and the guy's like clear as day. Then it goes down to really low and he's blur,
Yes.
right? Because shutter speed is what?
It is Isn't the rate that it's captured or something?
Yeah, it's how fast you're
Yeah,
getting
it
the
goes,
exposure,
yeah.
right? Then the ISO basically is like a couple, and you know at 100 ISO they're super clear, and then it goes up to what 3200, and they're really Yeah. Depending on your camera. I would never take any camera up to 3200. I got a full frame. I don't take it up to 3200. Because basically you're introducing lots of noise. So your pictures are going to be super grainy, and then you're going to have to go in and hopefully be able to noise reduct some of it. And you're going to get a little bit of it, but it's still going to be present in your photos.
Yeah.
And a third one I think is Aperture, which has a picture of a mountain and something. Is it a mountain and a flower?
It's a person standing in front of a mountain.
That's what it is. So it talks about the depth of field. What's that?
That is what's close and what's farther away. Depth of field, like focusing on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So which one's gonna get you what?
Hi. What is it? I don't know the specific terms. Like.
What's Aperture? But like the numbers. So you're really concerned about numbers. Your f-stop.
Yeah. Because
you're on a 5, which is probably the lowest that lens will go.
It can go a little lower, but yeah.
It can go lower than 5?
I think it can go to 3.
Really?
If that's that 35, then yeah, it might be right.
It does go to 3?
I think so.
So basically, the lenses have, you can focus on same, that's fine. They have a point where it's at the lowest and it's at the
3.5.
highest.
3.5.
3.5. And then you have what's called constant, and you have what's called, what else? You have constant variable aperture. Or what is it, like a range for aperture. You know, so like you would get like this lens here, for instance, right? I'm just going to get one I have. This is a 70 to 200 f4, meaning it's 70 millimeters or 200 millimeters. The lowest can be f4. Now there's variable lenses that'll be like a 4.5 to a 5.6 or 4.5 to a 6.5 or 3.5, whatever. So basically at the lowest, it's at that. So at 70, you might be at 3.5. But when you go to 200, it's going to back that aperture up because it's the way the lens is created. This one is called a constant. Now, the other, obviously, I would recommend going to constant. They cost a little bit more money. But in the end, you're getting a better lens because no matter if you're shooting at 70 or 200, you're still at that base aperture. You don't lose light just by zooming out. Now, it also depends what you're shooting, right? So this, with a 70-200, I can shoot something that's pretty far away. With your lens, you can't. It's pretty wide, and that's a wide to portrait, 28 to 75. Mainly, most people like 85 is like the portrait lens is what they call it. But I get it with a 70-200 because I can go to 85, stay at 4.0, and if you remember what I said, I stay at 8 in the studio, so I don't have to worry about going down to 4. I could come back to 85 millimeters in this lens and still get my 8, and it's going to look the same. Did you get any good pictures?
Yes.
Promise?
Yes.
Did you came top? Did
Yeah.
I feel like did you eat?
But
I'm gonna walk right behind you.
I sure have. I was like, that was delayed. Not bad.
And then when you're done, I'm gonna step in and get some pictures. I'm gonna walk right here.
Oh, that's covering it.
I'm over here. Okay, cool. Cause I was gonna walk back. Now I'm kind of trapped here. Sam's got me stuck.
Yep.
So
they're gonna start crawling towards the camera. Nice. I got a good one.
So basically now Sam's probably shooting pretty wide. What's your focal length?
I don't know.
How many millimeters do you think you are away from her?
I'm actually not that wide. Like it's zoomed
It's
in
not
where
wide. Okay,
it's
so
like,
it's zoomed in.
Yeah, you see the
What is that lens?
background.
It's a 35 to what? It's a 16 to 50. Yeah.
It's what came with it. I'm guessing we have to ask Forrest about that. Either way.
No, it's a good lens. At least you get like some kind of use out of it. You can go wide. 50 is a decent focal length.
Mm-hmm.
On the crop sensor, the closest to the 85 is gonna get.
Yep. I mean, if you want to get heavy, you can throw one of them art lenses on. It's probably big. That art
I
lens,
already did last time.
yeah, it weighs more
remember?
than the camera.
It does. It was like leaning forward.
I don't miss them lenses. That's why they sit there.
Man.
You want to buy one?
Maybe eventually. I need to learn how to actually do stuff first.
Well, what do you want to learn?
I just need to get comfortable with the camera.
How often do you pick up your camera?
Only for projects, and that is me procrastinating. I had 4 photo projects, if that tells you.
In a month, how often would you say you pick up your camera?
Once.
That's your problem right there.
Yep. That is. Sure is. I'll get to it, though.
You need to be in your hand doing something every single day.
Especially as much as you cosplay and like do different outfits, you're not
But then
using that camera?
I get lazy, and I'm like, I know how to do it in literally like 20 minutes, if not less, like 5 minutes, I could edit, photograph, and everything on my phone. It's just way too easy, so I don't really pick this up that much. I don't know why, but I do need to start.
So what confuses you about that then? Or like your workflow? Or is it just you don't understand it, or you just don't do it enough to get it?
I feel like I just didn't do it enough to get it, and it was the reason why I didn't do it enough is because I was a little overwhelmed by how different this is. But you're fine.
Sure.
But you could start taking some of your pics.
Oh, now she's tired. Now I get to shoot.
I'm not tired. I had a pre-workout. I dry scooped for the first time.
What's your favorite pre-workout?
Psychotic.
I don't even know what that is. You want to do standing up since you're tired?
Oh no, I'm fine with that.
Let me.
I'm about to order
Food?
Chipotle or something. Something. Why? What do you recommend?
I'm not a fan of
Thanks
Chipotle.
for the
so.
help.
Like, I don't know what you order, just don't order Chipotle.
Right.
All right, so I'm going to get logged in here.
DoorDash.
It's the Two Brothers, man.
Is it even open?
It probably is.
Dude, they close pretty early.
They do.
What are you doing? Hey, we're supposed to be doing stuff.
I just look like I'm going to jail on that.
Oh wow! Someone.
What
Oh,
happened?
let's say someone just mentioned me in a comment. I thought it was for the street.
You're like, oh, look, I'm famous. Nope. Joke's on you. I'm going to take my light thing off here. I seen you sneaking out over there.
What are you going to do about it?
Nothing. What can I do?
I am about to buy a mullet wig
Why don't you just get a mullet?
because you know my hair is like this long.
I know. But if you wait like 3 months, you probably get close.
Nah, I'll just get a wig instead.
Oh, whoa!
What's that?
Whoa! Did you get
That
this? Did you get it on this camera?
Yeah.
These are slippery. I'm sorry.
Oh man.
I got another angle of it too. Right there.
Oh jeez. I'm gonna have to come up and stop. Hold on. So since, like I said, I'm in full frame, I'm gonna do another meter. I might come up another stop because I can. I like to shoot a little hotter these days because the noises are in the shadows. Sounds like something you'd say in like a movie. The noises in the shadows. Seen that?
Edgy.
Edgy. I'm an edgy guy.
No, you're not.
What's that supposed to mean?
What do you?
I feel
No.
edgy sometimes.
Justin, is he edgy?
Define edgy.
Oh, God.
Shit.
Oh, God.
See?
Yeah, okay. All right.
Let's see what that looks like. God bless it. My lapel's on the floor.
Nice.
I'm gonna fix it. Gotta turn my light meter off. Well, don't, because we really don't want you to.
I have look at this. I don't keeping
No.
All right. Give me serious ones. No more joking around. See what they look like. I might tilt. See, you almost did it again. Sing it, Justin. Did you get that broadcast camera? Oh, you should have it. Now when you sing, you should just cut to it. Huh? Oh. She's probably like, I don't know what's going on. Oh, your phone. Let me fix that for you.
Nice one.
Hi.
I don't have. Should I turn on live?
It's already on live.
It's not on live. It was just the camera. Okay. Hold on.
Jeez.
Ooh, should I do Popeyes?
Popeyes?
Popeyes.
Where you got Popeyes at?
That's gonna be so cold and nasty by the time they get here.
I don't know where it is, but it says it's here.
It's by my house, unless they're going up on 71.
I'm probably gonna go to the one on Broad Street.
Yeah.
Oh, the one on Broad Street, all the way by like
By my house.
close to Hilliard and stuff.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they would go that far. I think they would go to the one downtown, right before.
There's one Popeyes?
on the west side, yeah, off West Broad.
I think there's.
Yeah, that's by my house.
There's one on campus.
I'm not down that far down that way. I'm talking about back this way.
Yeah, the one.
Oh, is there one
there's
closer?
One on campus.
There's two. There's one.
Oh, I didn't know. I just go to the one that's close to my house.
Yeah. No, it's not that far. But I mean,
It's funny. My dad also lives in that direction.
Oh, yeah, your dad does live out by me.
Mhm.
All right, Nora. You ready? You gonna fall?
No, I'm not.
No. No.
No.
It's so dramatic.
That's Jeffrey's dog. It's all Family Guy. What you know about that?
When did I scratch myself?
We'll do a couple more and we'll get you on a... What are you doing?
I said hi.
Say hello so we can get to work.
I did.
Oh my god! Like snap, jeez.
Let's take a few more. Oh, leaning against the wall.
The melt is on DoorDash.
Damn it, Nor. Do a couple more and we could sit you down.
I learned a new trick.
You learned a new trick? Oh, you gonna do that? Scoot that way if you're gonna do it.
I'm not jumping again, but yeah.
Yeah, you are. No frog hopping. Oh.
One-handed too.
Nice.
What you doing? What are you gonna do about that, Sam? How come you don't do that for us?
I can, just tell me. Or I guess I could just do it. I would usually just try to stay in your frame, and that's my problem. I didn't ever try to make you super uncomfortable by like
Oh, so you
making you
are
constantly
you trying
change.
to say you're nice? You're being nice?
Was I?
That's kind of what you just said. I literally just heard that. Did you hear that, Justin?
Am I nice, Justin?
No, she's like I can do that, but I'm really cautious about staying in your frame. Like you giving a stuff about that. Let me see if I got one with your hair. Let's just see. Let me get in front. Yeah, do it one more time. I'm cutting it super wide. That way I know I can get you in frame and Instagram won't hate me.
I have no idea who's on here, but I see someone writing.
You're not supposed to be looking at the camera.
What? I'm looking at
I'm talking about that one on the phone. All right, we got it. We can do something else. So, what did we learn today, Sam?
We learned. Well, I learned how to white balance and stuff, and then
What's shutter speed?
Shutter speed is the amount of exposure, right?
It's how long it's open.
That yeah. I mean, I was getting there.
You were
Yeah, that was
getting
like around there, right? I think.
Tell me what ISO is.
ISO, it makes it grainy or not grainy, right?
Why does it make it grainy or not grainy?
They're so loud. I can't fly in these. Like, one time I went to the airport, and hold on, it says.
I'm in the middle of the sentence.
What's ISO?
Yeah. So one time I was at the airport, right? And I was like, oh my god, I'm like really short, and I'm so excited because I can actually like wear these. Like, look at how big these are. They make me like 3 inches bigger, larger, taller. I don't know the word. I'm a science person, but
I'm pretty sure that's a scientific term.
anyways, I'm wearing these platforms, and I'm with my CFI, and he's like, you sound like the army coming in. It's like, I don't blame him. But it's also really difficult to fly, because, like, you gotta use your feet.
Mhm.
And I just never wore them yet.
And those are
So,
thick ones.
okay.
Do you want to sit down?
Sure.
Or did you not?
I don't care.
All right.
Yes, I forget what makes ISO grainy and not grainy.
Because sensitivity of the
Uh,
sensor. You're turning up the
we are.
sensitivity.
Sorry if I just punched my mic and that showed up because I did touch it on accident.
Why would you punch your mic?
I didn't mean to.
At least I just scratched my armpit. I don't punch my mic. All right. Let's frame this up. And lastly, what's aperture?
Aperture is the amount of light that's in the thingy. Like, so like.
The amount of light
No.
that's in the thingy?
No, it's not. Wait.
Oh, that song's stuck in my head.
Aperture, isn't that what's supposed to do depth of field and stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Why did I lose my camera? I lost my camera real quick. Let's see if it comes back. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. I don't know how I lost it. All right. What time is it?
7:49. 7:50.
Am I missing anything, Justin? That I should be talking about? Don't you do it!
I'm not. It was spinning, and I was trying to.
Because that's what it do.
Yeah, no shit.
No, this is a family program.
My mom's right.
She do this like, she don't do this at home, does she? You're such an angel?
No, you can't say that. I'm on live.
You can't tell my friends I'm an angel. Anything else you want to say while she's on live? All her friends can hear?
It went out. Thank God.
She's like, oh, hit the button real quick.
We're only streaming to 1 million viewers right now, so it's not like you're high.
1 million minus 999,000.
Still trying to find something to eat.
I love how like.
No.
No? Okay. I can see why.
Because we pretty much talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
You want to just do your normal shoot, or are you done?
I'm pretty much done.
Close it?
Unless Sam wants to talk about anything.
I don't think so.
So
I got it. I think it's cool.
basically talked over 3 things that Sam ain't going to remember when she leaves here.
I will. I did. I did reiterate with you. We did go through it.
What did we talk about?
Talked about ISO, aperture, and shutter speed and stuff.
And stuff.
Yes.
That's it. I don't know what else to say. She's done with me. Nora's down there playing on her phone. We lost her.
I'm back.
Let's take a few pics. You want to get ready?